Greetings, what's up? It is V from V Love and Crystals. Today I am modifying my chakra deck. I did a review on this a few months ago if you want to check that out. So all these have been modified. I borrowed these beautiful shoes from my daughter so that I can make it look so pretty and presentable. So these are all the orange chakra cards, the blue, red, so on and so forth. It came with this this bookmark. I'll have the link to where you can find this chakra deck. So it came like this. It was circular, and it had the name of the chakras and all the colors here, and then little messages. And I thought I would, when I shuffled the cards, it was very awkward for me. I was feeling clumsy. It was very it was just ridiculous. I could not grab a hold of these cards when I was shuffling them. They were flying everywhere, and although I do like to pick flyers when I do my readings, they were just flying all over the place. I could not grab a hold, like I said. So I decided, months later, I only used them for a few times for a few readings, but I wanted to incorporate more into my pick a card readings, especially because they have a sense of humor. And there's a little bit of foul language here, so just forewarning. But I thought, why not incorporate these more into my readings? But how can I do that? Because the shuffling, I love the fact that people make round decks. It's just so cute, and they look like little frisbees. But they're not really practical when it's time to shuffle and read with them, because everything just rolls all over the place. And it doesn't, I like everything to be compartmentalized. So the circles, this is my first circular deck. The circles don't really fit with the rest of my cards. So it just drives me crazy. They roll everywhere, even when I'm trying to store them. So I modified them. I'm going to take you through my little journey. And I didn't think they were going to turn out that good because, I thought I was going to butcher the heck out of them, which I did. But they came out pretty cool, if you ask me. So I'm going to take you through the journey, and I'm going to share with you what they look like after. Please keep watching. If you like modified decks, thank you so much for watching. I have many more. Alright, so the way I did this, to measure how much I'm taking off so that they're all even, I wanted to go right where that silver line ends, right here, that silver line. So I moved it as much as I could. So I'll give you an example. I moved it as much as I could to get to that line. I bent it a little bit. And then wherever it bent, I realized, I tried to figure out where it was. Took it out, see where it bent, and then make sure it was centered this way so that it wouldn't be crooked. And then I marked it here on my little cutting table. I made a little curvy mark. So now I know where to cut and where to align my cards. So for instance, I aligned it this way. You can see a little curvature right here. I aligned it up like that. Make sure that the words here are straight up and not, sideways or crooked. And then that's where I cut. And to measure the other side, since this side was already cut, I realized, I did the same thing. I bent it a little bit, to see where I would want to have it cut. And then I marked it here. If I thought that was okay, yep, that's fine to cut right there on that silver line. I then made a little line, a secondary line, a straight line on my cutting board. So I know that all the right sides need to be cut this length. And all the left sides need to be cut this curvature length, the length of this curvature right here. You probably can't see it because it's really light. So I'm just going to keep on cutting. I'm going to keep this out so we can have something to compare to. And I think I'm going to square these off, but I can't wait to see how they turn out. Let me know if you modify your decks. looking to see how they shuffle. So I'm going to have to do the same thing with this so I can add it to my little collection. Oh, much better. So if you check out my deck review, you'll see that I was pretty excited about it. It's my first circular deck, but then after having them for so long, I was getting a little frustrated. You know, kudos to those people who can, you know, work well closely with circular decks. Kudos to you. I give you props, because you must have a skill. Because I don't like not having control of my cards. So okay, that's what I have. So you have 2 blue chakras and an orange. So you can still make out the words. And I don't know, they look so much, I don't know, they look like how they should be. When I think of cards, I think of like rectangles or square. So I do admire that the creator wanted to make them pretty like that, you know, circular, but I hope she doesn't mind that I modify them. So thank you so much for watching.